IndyCar has a really cool qualifying format, and I thought I could make a short little video explaining it, since it's pretty confusing at first. It took me a little bit of time, so I wanted to explain it for those of you who are in a similar position to myself. There are different qualifying procedures for different types of tracks. I will begin by explaining the procedure for road and street courses, then outline the rules for oval qualifying. So if you're interested, today we're going to discuss IndyCar's brilliant qualifying format. For road and street courses, qualifying is broken down into 3 segments, progressively narrowing the field to determine the pole winner, so similar to Formula 1 in that respect. Segment 1 is split into 2 groups, which are determined by the top time posted by each car in the final practice session, before qualifying. In Segment 1, each of the 2 groups receive 10 minutes of track time, including caution conditions, with the fastest lap by each driver determining their qualifying position. The fastest 6 cars from each group advance to Segment 2, while the remaining cars are assigned positions 13 and backwards. Group 1 drivers occupy the odd-numbered positions, while Group 2 drivers hold the even-numbered positions based on their fastest lap times during the segment. In Segment 2, the 12 advancing cars receive 10 minutes of time, again, including caution conditions. The fastest laps determine the driver's qualifying position. The fastest 6, however, advance to the Firestone Fast 6 shootout, while the remaining 6 cars are ranked in positions 7 to 12 based on their fastest laps during the segment. So what is the Firestone Fast 6? The 6 advancing cars receive 6 minutes of green flag track time, which means that caution periods cannot influence the outcome of qualifying. The laps will then be ranked 1 to 6 to determine each driver's qualifying position. Pretty standard within motorsport, however, I like how every driver is given an equal opportunity due to the lack of unpredictability with yellow flags. If track conditions prevent the completion of qualifying, the starting grid will be set according to the last completed segment. The driver who recorded the fastest time in the last fully completed segment will be awarded the pole position, with the remaining drivers in that group filling the odd-numbered starting positions by lap time rank, and the even-numbered starting positions filled by lap time rank from the other group. If no segments are completed, the starting grid will be set by championship points, or for the first race of the season, by championship points at the end of the previous season. If a car causes a red flag in any segment, the car's best 2 time laps of the segment will be disallowed, and the car will not be allowed to advance to the next segment. Sometimes it physically can't, obviously, however, with the speeds at which IndyCar mechanics can repair a car, this rule is required. If a driver crashes and causes a yellow flag that interferes with another car's lap, the driver's best lap during that segment will be deleted. If the crash occurs during the Firestone Fast 6, however, all the driver's laps in that segment will be deleted and they won't be allowed to continue the session. Honestly, I really like this. It prevents drivers from crashing deliberately as foul play, since the punishment for crashing outweighs the benefit of ruining the rival's lap. Perhaps it's a little bit harsh in some cases, however the drivers understand the rules and don't have any complaints. Basically, the bottom line is that IndyCar quali is incredibly fair. Besides, it's unpredictable enough to not need weather or any other factors to impact the session in order to make it interesting. Unlike Formula 1, drivers rarely get traffic during their lap too. Before the 2010s, IndyCar faced the problem that F1 typically faces with drivers facing traffic on their timed laps. IndyCar solved this problem incredibly simply by relocating the timing line earlier in the lap. As a commenter on my channel put it, they grabbed a cone and some chalk and laid down the finish line somewhere in, let's say, F1 Sector 3. This prevented cars from needing to complete an in-lap, since they could just go straight to the pits upon finishing their lap. And as for all the out-laps, all drivers go out together, so they don't block others on hot laps behind. Oval qualifying works slightly differently. The order is determined by reversing championship points entering the event. Teams without points will be placed at the front of the order and ordered by blind draw. Each driver is given 2 warm-up laps before their timed laps in order to warm the car up and get up to speed. Additional warm-up laps are allowed if deemed necessary by IndyCar. A qualification attempt consists of 2 consecutively timed laps. The combined time/average speed of both laps is recorded as the official qualifying time for the driver, with the fastest time earning the pole position. Honestly, this quali format makes sense. It would be absolute chaos if they attempted to use the road course rules for ovals. Furthermore, it wouldn't be overly fair regarding slipstream. Qualifying for the Indy 500 works slightly differently, with each driver receiving 4 timed laps instead of 2. The fastest 9 drivers reach the Fast 9, which is similar to the Fast 6, with the top drivers getting a shootout for pole. Drivers from 10th to 30th have qualified and are fixed in their starting position. There is also last chance qualifying, which allows the slowest 5 drivers to compete for the last 3 slots on the grid. The slowest 2 will not have qualified for the event, like Fernando Alonso. Anyway, that's been a short rundown of IndyCar qualifying. I hope you all enjoyed and most importantly understood. But if you enjoyed, please remember to subscribe to the channel, and if you do so, I will see you all in the next video. But until then, take care and thank you very much for watching.